Welcome to episode 2 of Bronco Athletics TV. I'm Rachel Porter alongside Christopher Curtis. Let's get started with the latest in Bronco athletics. The Broncos track and field teams will compete in the 55th annual Mount Sac Relays this Thursday and Friday as universities throughout the country are traveling to Walnut for one of the most prestigious track and field events known to the West Coast. More Broncos will compete in the Brian Clay Invitational Friday at Azusa Pacific, as our infield reporter Ariel Marsh has been closely following our track and field teams this week.
The Broncos have two big meets coming up this weekend. Junior Heather Corder is looking forward to competing in the 100-meter hurdles at the Mount Sac Relays.
I'm hoping to just get a good start, improve my mark, and get a really good time.
Heather broke down for us the keys to her event.
Step one, it would be to get an explosive start out of the blocks because your first hurdle sets up your entire race. Point 2 would be to snap your lead leg and your trailing leg down as fast as you can to push into the next hurdle. And step 3 would be sprint in between each hurdle because it's mostly a sprint race.
Sprinter James Weiner will be competing in the Brian Clay Invitational. He gave us some advice about coming off the blocks.
So the three most important things in the blocks, really. When you're coming out, you want to stay low, meaning you want to keep your chest down and your head looking at the track, so that when you come out, you stay low and you stay in your drive phase until you come up. Another important thing would be being aggressive. You want to be explosive off the ground and on the ground. And then the other thing would probably be your arms. You want to have big arms. You don't want to keep them really tight. So when you're running, you want to bring them over your head at the beginning, and then when you come through, you want to keep them aggressive, going back and forth.
The Broncos are running fast this season. Catch them while you can.
As our track stars strive to make the national and provincial marks, the baseball team looks to finish their season strong as they are tied for 6th in the CCAA after a tough home series against the nationally ranked Chico State Wildcats this past weekend. The Broncos will be traveling to Cal State Monterey Bay for a 4-game series and look to land the possible 4th seed in the conference tournament at the end of the season. Before their road trip up north, I got some time to sit down with the Walter brothers to discuss their season together. So have you two ever had this opportunity to play with each other in baseball or any other sport for that matter?
We've never had the opportunity to play on the same team together. We've been at the same high school, and growing up we've always played the same sports, been in the same seasons, but we've never had this opportunity to come together on the same exact team and play on the same field together.
Bo, how exciting was it to know you'd be playing with your brother and living with him once again?
It was honestly like a dream come true, because growing up, being a younger brother, you always want to have that chance, especially, only being 2 years apart. You always want to be on the team with your older brother, live up to him, and obviously, he's been my role model, with the work ethic and everything that he's done, especially with this team, that honestly I couldn't have asked for anything more than I've had this year playing with him. It's been awesome, and honestly, once I figured out I was coming here, it was just words couldn't even explain how happy I was.
Last question for you guys, who's the better hitter?
Me.
No doubt it's me.
100% I'm the best hitter.
Zero argument.
I'm definitely the better hitter.
We all know it's me.
Let's just look at the numbers.
The volleyball team has begun spring practice and is working hard to improve upon their 8th place finish last year in CCAA play. The Broncos lost 2 senior CCAA all-conference selections in 2012 and look to build their young team around the new seniors in 2013. Our field reporter Sarah Simonero has more.
Despite losing 4 seniors last season, the Broncos take advantage of this spring to get better under the experience of 3 new seniors.
Me and Jess and Aaron are really, really close, really competitive, and we all have the same mindset, and we're going to do whatever it takes to take the team in the playoffs and hopefully further than that.
In the off-season, the Broncos have been conditioning and working hard to reach the team's future goals.
We definitely want to strive to make playoffs next season. That means pretty much coming in the top 3 in conference.
Along with Katie and Aaron leading the women's volleyball team, look out for senior outside hitter Jessica Dorner. The Broncos will continue to stay committed to training in the off-season to be ready to start competition play in September.
That concludes another episode of Bronco Athletics TV.
Join us next week for more happenings in and around the world of Bronco sports.